Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Welcome to Donna and Cheryl TV. Another week in August in England. It's absolutely lashing down, of course. But yes, we are here keeping it real with you. There she is. And this week, today especially, we're going to be talking about some emotional decluttering. We're going to be getting rid of some of that junk in the trunk that we just don't need.
We were laughing because I'm just saying, I went to the hairdressers on Friday to get my hair just to trim because I like the length of it, but obviously to get dyed. But she blow dries it straight, and then I just haven't wanted to do anything with it since it got done. I feel like when it's down, I look like a witch, like a lank hair, like a witch. So I've been putting it in here, but you know them horses where like they have like them, what's it called? Like the main thing.
And then like the royal guards.
Like the guards have the horses it's just like this. I did go up and blast it with me hairdryer, but like I really need to put straighteners on and I just couldn't be bothered. Sorry, not sorry.
sorry. Well, hello guys. Hey Letty, hey Yvette, and somebody else I can't see who you are who's saying hello, but hello. It's lovely to have you here on this blessed Monday. So tell me, what was the thing about your weekend that you loved? I'd love to hear a lovely thing that you did at the weekend. Let's share that. Cheryl, what was your highlight from the weekend?
I have to try and remember. Oh, I had Kobe. I was babysitting Kobe. So
she'll say it's a grandson, but it's a dog, just to be clear.
So basically, it's the first time he's slept out of the house. So he's like a year and 3 months. He's never been to a sleepover, but he feels comfortable in his grand's house. So it just meant I went for 3 walks between Saturday and Sunday. So I got loads of steps in. So yeah, that was, I did enjoy that, having my grandson to stay with his granddog.
Oh, can you imagine when it's actually a person? That's all I'm going to say about that one. What about you, ladies? What was your highlight of the weekend? We've started the week off, literally on a high vibration. So our beautiful Yvette, who's with us here now, is in our elite program, the Real You Elite, which is what you've done when you've graduated fully from all of the Real You program. And she did a Kundalini session for us, so some Kundalini yoga and Kundalini meditation this morning. I can't think of many other ways to get your week off to such a lovely start. So that you see parents and sister for the first time since before. Letty, I bet that was very emotional. I bet that was really emotional.
Did you have a sleepover, or was that my sleepover?
Yeah. Yes, Claire, you have made it, Claire. You have made it. You can take a deep breath. Yvette saying she went puddle jumping. Yvette went puddle jumping in the rain with her beautiful niece. Somebody, I don't know who it is, Facebook user, tell me who you are. My little girl's face, I took her trampolining with her friend. Oh, that sounds amazing. And Liz took the boys bowling. Their faces lit up when we said what they were doing. Oh, did you say I hate bowling? See, they do not tally well with bowling.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. When boarding on old water, it was lush.
Love. And me and Donna were just actually laughing about this morning, about emotions, because we both were in like a total funk yesterday, weren't we? We were having a giggle about it when we had our session at 10 o'clock.
And I had a good day. I've spoken to a lot of people this weekend who requested to speak to us following the masterclass on Thursday. So I had a good day, but then I got to the end of the day and I got hangry. I'd sat up till too late watching Selling Sunset, which I'm now addicted to. No alcohol has passed my lips or anything this weekend. Was tired, worked, and then
mood hoover set in.
Yeah. Hi, Becky. Lovely. Oh, Becky, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, the Kundalini session was amazing.
So we were laughing because you were in one, and then I can go down into victim energy, but I quickly get myself back out of it. I don't really stay there very often, but yesterday it just wasn't happening. I have to just say to my husband, I said that to my husband, I'm really negative. I can't even do me healing because not allowed to do your healing if you're in a bad place. So I couldn't do the healing on myself or him. I said, I put all my stuff out in the bedroom. I said, I'm just not feeling it. I just sat feeling sorry for myself for the rest of the night, and then woke up today and the world was good again.
Yeah.
It's cool. That's okay to do that.
But sometimes you have to do the decluttering. So sometimes you have to work out what's going on under it, which is what I sat and did last night. I kicked the cat day, yes. So what I did last night was I didn't want to go to bed with it and I couldn't clear it. So I journaled it, which normally I just journal gratitudes and some things that I'm looking forward to on a night time. But I knew I had to clear the energy because it was in my way. So I was like, right, so what was it? I really did what was I saying about myself in those moments when I lost my rag yesterday? What was it that was coming up for me? What had happened before that? All the stuff we teach you guys, because I don't feel like it's good for me to go to bed with that energy of being unresolved. So, and I just set the intention before I went to sleep that tomorrow will be a better day. And I would knew how to rectify the situation in the morning, which I did. I had cuddles with Caleb and I apologized for losing my temper with him over something really silly, blah, blah, blah. And it was all fine. Whereas in days of yore, I would have carried that for days and days and beaten myself up and got really judgmental on myself and hated on myself a lot more than I did, rather than just when I journal something like that, I journal and say, I journal what happened. I try not to put any emotion around it. I try and like stick to the facts. Then I think about what am I saying about myself to myself. So I get all the bad out, as my sister would say, get all the bad out, write it all down. And then I just ask for help to have it be clear, to help have it lifted and to help see a way forward and to see it through a different lens. That's how I do it when I journal.
Oh, thank you. So you had a weird day, you felt sad. Oh, the holiday was over, you had to go back to work. Stop the clock. This is me and Graham used to do this every Sunday. Stop the clock. And when it was after a holiday, it was a major stop the clock. Or you just want time to freeze because you don't want to admit that you're going back into work. So how have you got yourself out of that?
Yeah, how you got yourself out of it, Becky? Donna saying 3 weeks in the Greek Isles with beautiful sunshine. Today is back in the office time, candles on, sage smudging. What's sage smudging? I would love to know about that. And still can't get my head out of the funk. And what is it that's going around in your head, Donna? Tell us what it is that's going around like in your head. What is the funk saying to you? Wendy's saying, as this energy seems to be in a lot of normally positive places, I assume wise. Sage, Yvette Pickard, will you tell us there is some moon starsy stuff going on? Yeah, is there something? And does sage like clear and cleanse? Is that what it's for?
Because well, I know you normally waft it around and it gets rid of the negative energy.
But I don't know what smudging is, so I'm interested in that one.
Like for me, it isn't. Sorry, for me, it's more, I just know it's hormonal. Like I know what I was laughing about it by the end of the night. So I didn't have to do anything else other than just admit to myself I was in a funk. Feel a bit better, and then I went to bed and I was even fine when I went to bed. I was only in it a couple of hours in all seriousness, but the fact that I acknowledged it and could have a laugh about it with Graham, not like be arsey, you know, like when you're in that energy and you're like, oh God, I'd come out of that and I was chuckling because he's the miserable one and I'm the positive one. So it's very rarely that way around. So
that way around.
Once I'd accepted I was in a funk and just could laugh about it, then it was gone.
Puff. That's good.
In a puff of smoke.
Yvette's saying waft your sage around and it clears and disinfects your space.
Yeah.
So is that what smudging is? I don't have to like rub it or do anything. I love sage. I love the smell of it. I love the feel of it. I love it. So, because I don't know if you've all seen your affirmation as well for this week, which is all around I let go beliefs. Let go of beliefs that do not serve me. I let go beliefs. This is about not in a forceful way, but just in an allowing of the letting go of things, of those beliefs that are not in your highest good or the highest good for all. Yeah. So what are those beliefs? Now, we did a lot of work on beliefs the other week, but this is about really letting them go. Donna's just saying, burning sage clears the negative energy. I know I'm desperate when I need to do it. Wedding industry is in such a mess. I feel, lost of how to get creative. Okay, that's really interesting. And Lacey, I'm in a total funk today, so it's perfect timing. So energetically, there must be something going on then that we're all feeling a little bit, it's not good. Okay. So I'm starting to think should we just pivot and just do getting out of a funk, to be fair.
Well, let's just get Donna out of our funk.
Come on then. Donna.
The other Donna. Well, I suppose the question is what beliefs? So Donna's just our Donna, my Donna. Yeah. It's just been talking about forming limiting beliefs. So for you, the wedding industry is in such a mess, which is a belief. Like, I don't know if that's right or not. And you feel, well, it is factually right. But I feel lost about how to get creative. So it'd be interesting to just tap into what are the limiting beliefs that you have formed about that situation, Donna? Just have a think about that and then give us your answer. Answers on a postcard down below.
Because you had a fire under you, didn't you? Before, Donna, before your holiday, you had a real creative spirit where you had an idea and you were getting on and you felt really energized. And so it'd be good to know what the limiting beliefs are, but actually what's changed since you are feeling really good. So my belief is I should be in control and I can't control what's going on. Yes.
No.
How's that belief working out for you?
And you know what control is? Safety. So when we want to be in, should be in control, that equals safety. So I'm assuming, again, you can put it in there that because you feel like you can't be in control, that is making you feel unsafe. I'm making an assumption, but tell me if that's the right one.
Yeah. So it's like, what is the feeling that you're craving right now, and what's another way of looking for it outside of being able to control the COVID pandemic, which, let's face it, none of us are going to be able to do anytime soon. So it's like, what's the feeling that you're craving when you're trying to control this and be creative? What's the feeling that you're missing, and how can you recreate that in a different way? And Cheryl's so right. So if our happiness is contingent on us being in control, you're never going to be happy, right? So that's just, there's no way of sugarcoating that for you. The difference is, in the past, you were never actually in control, but when things were going the way that you wanted them to, you had a semblance of feeling that you were in control. Yeah,
just an illusion.
It's all an illusion. It was never actually real. It was all smoke and mirrors. But now we just know that that's not an option, which is great, because now, rather than looking for external happiness of like, this has to be right and that has to be right and that has to be right for everything to be good with me, we have to do the inner work and say, okay, can't control the wedding industry. I can't control the coaching industry. I can't control the online self. I can't control the freaking recession. But like, what can I control? What is it within me that I can control? Donna saying, no, not unsafe. I normally know what's happening next. Yeah. So safety is about knowing. It's just about the comfort of everything's as we think it should be. Yeah, that's all safety is. I know what's happening next. Dates, suppliers secured. But at the moment, the government keeps pivoting and U-turning now. I just feel like I've lost purpose. Okay. So what's next really is around, well, shall you ask your question first?
No, go on, because it's not really a question. It's more about acceptance is what I was going to.
Yeah, it's about, so for me, your purpose, what is that purpose? Yeah, so the purpose might be the wedding, but actually you do the weddings to get a feeling for something. So when you see people together, when you see that love, when you see that joy, when you see that thing being organized, when you see, it's like, how can you reconnect emotionally to feeling good? Because this won't be forever. This won't be forever. Donna's just saying, probably a funk day. Tomorrow's another day. Thing to do will be a short working day. Yeah. And that's what I was going to say. Listen to yourself and just think about what it'll be like when you are being creative, how do you feel? Because at the moment you said you feel like you're not in control, so you can't be creative. And being creative is actually what gives you the sense of joy and fun. So what could you do that's creative, that brings fun, that isn't contingent on weddings even necessarily? Might be doing some painting, having a read, lighting your candles, doing your sage, just doing something that brings you joy and gives you that sense of feeling good without it being necessarily related to something somebody else is controlling right now. And that's just
the whole thing around your purpose, like your purpose, what you want to do in the world is still there. So your purpose, let's say, is out here. We've just got a few roadblocks that's in the way at the moment. As Donna says, it's temporary, but actually your purpose, your end goal, your end result of what you want to achieve, feel, the difference you want to make in the world is still there. It's just that we've got a few obstacles in the way at the moment. And that's life.
Yeah.
Like Donna and I are going to have obstacles in the way for us fulfilling our purpose or what we want to do. It's how we maneuver through them, around them, over them, whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that what you want to do and what you're meant to do in the world changes.
And the thing is as well, I think, I know you're saying it could be post-holiday blues. It will be a bit of that because we come back, we're on a high. It's like that escapism, isn't it? And you come back to very much reality from being this blissed out place where you could put a big fat pin in it for a few weeks. And then you come back and normally we're excited to get back because you're one of the people that does what they love. You feel so happy in your work. So when you feel like you can't do that, it's just about give yourself today, give yourself your kick the cat pity party day. Watch Netflix, chill, put the candle on, do your sage smudging, yeah? And then just think tomorrow, right, what helps me reconnect to my purpose? And it might be doing something that's for your longer term business. It might be doing some visionary stuff. It might be doing something that's non-contingent on COVID to help get you reconnected to that would be my guidance. And Claire was saying it's making her feel very emotional. Yeah, I think we've all got a lot. We're all getting frustrated, and kids are going back to school, and it's again sometimes it feels like the world's come back to normal, but it's far from normal. So it's very conflicting for us on our human experience. I've taken today as a sick day. I've never done journaling before, but I'll give it a go. A dog walk and Netflix, yeah. And if you haven't done journaling before, if you download the 2020 planner, there's a reflections there's 2-page reflections document at the back of that. And that really helps you with, it gives you some questions, it gives you some prompts about what's going well, what's not going well, and just helps you get into the feeling to help with your journaling. So use that. Selling sunset in a Cuppa afternoon. I mean, how has nobody taught me? I'm obsessed with real estate. How has nobody ever taught me about selling sunset?
Not sure. Where have you been? I was waiting for the 7th of August for it to come out.
Like, how can you withhold this kind of information from me? You meant to be my soul sister. Real estate, LA, women who need therapy, and I didn't know about it.
Not sure.
Not okay.
The whole season's done in. I did it. It's well to watch. I'm waiting for the next one.
Any of the programs out there that Cheryl isn't telling me about that you know about, please let me know. Please let me know about them.
I've told you about Kingdom. You have to watch that.
So in line with the affirmation, I let go of beliefs that do not serve me. I invite you all today to really sit in that. Like, which beliefs are you holding on to that you're not in control, that you're not connected to your purpose, that you're not good enough for something, that it's never going to change? Like, what is it? What is it at the moment that you're holding down that just doesn't feel good? And today I invite you over this week to write down, make an ongoing list of when beliefs pop in your head or you feel unhappy, right? What's the belief that I'm sitting on here? Write it down and then literally just say, thank you, you don't serve me, I release you, I let you go. The Fall is on Netflix.
It's The Fall. It was on Prime ages ago. It's just come on Netflix. You have to watch that as well.
Jeremy Dornan. I'm making people up now. Jamie Dornan.
Oh, there we go, Yvette. Thank you. Good.
Tomorrow's new moon. Do I need to burn things again? I feel like there's been a lot of me burning and nearly catching myself on fire in the garden lately.
Fabulous.
So do the work with the beliefs. Cheryl and I were working with 2 one-on-one clients last week who let go of beliefs that have been sat with them that they became aware of by doing similar exercises over the last couple of weeks. They've chosen to let they've seen those beliefs now. Again, being in the blind spot, when now that they're conscious of them, they can't believe how much power these beliefs have had over some of the decisions and actions in their life, chosen to let them go, and the sense of relief and freedom and how much it changes what's coming up for them now is huge. So this is simple work, guys, but it's really, really powerful. Don't underestimate how powerful it is.
Love it. Yes, Donna, go and give yourself permission. Have a Debbie Downer day. You'll be fine tomorrow.
Feel the feels. Give yourself permission. I love it. Feel the feels. You can burn things, but only under supervision. I'm going to leave it on that. So I want you to write your affirmation down or print it off or save it on your phone from your email yesterday. I let go beliefs that do not serve me. And remember now, we have got the wait list open for the next Supercharge Your Self-Confidence Challenge. I think we're going to do it again, but we're only going to do it again if there's enough demand for us to do it again. So let's give it a week of letting you all know, share it around, give it to people. If we do it, it's going to be kind of mid-September time, because we need to wait for the schools to go back and things like that. So if you want it, you need to register for it and you need to tell everybody about it. So get it on your social, tell them to get signed up, and you then would be the first people to know and get the first spaces when it becomes available. There might even be
girlfriend
on the wait list. Who knows?
Who knows? Depends how good you are. Right. Who are you here with tomorrow?
Tomorrow is going to be a really good one. Please share this around. So I am bringing my friend Nat on. Nat has had a baby just before COVID broke out. So she's been pretty much isolated with a new baby, first time mum. So she's going to be here tomorrow, just sharing what that experience has been like, sharing what emotions it's brought up for her, sharing how she's coped and what she's kind of worried about and looking forward to. So make sure if you've got any friends who've had that kind of experience, feel free to let them know about tomorrow's, and we'll be having a good chat.
And then Wednesday, the Soul Squad are joining you, because we're on our photo shoot.
Wednesday, Soul Squad. Wednesday, Yvette and Joe, I think it is on Wednesday. Yeah. So we've got a good week. Anyway, go watch your Netflix, Donna. Everybody else, have an amazing day. Love you. Bye. Thank you so much for showing up.